an extraordinary instrument by Miguel Rodriguez Sr., the first, and one of the very first instruments. Already you can see the genius that he was going to become. A sound unique to him and a sound that captivated the world. One of my favorite makers of all times. We went to visit him and he had this guitar there. And he presented me with this guitar. At the point immediately that he had presented me with the guitar, his son, Miguel Rodriguez Jr., the one who made La Wonderful, came and said, "Papa, you cannot do that. If you give it to Pepe, his brothers are going to be feeling terrible. You have to give it to the father. You have to give it to Celedonio, and then there's peace in the family." And so he says, I said, "Yes, he's right. He's right. Give it to my father." And he gave it to my father. This guitar had a crack here. And Rodriguez, late in his 80s, says, "Yes, but I have to fix the crack." And he went and cut and so masterfully did a magnificent repair on it and gave the guitar to my father. When my father was close to the end, he gave it to me. He said, "He originally gave it to you, so here it is for you." And I love having it. This has also, it didn't have a date on it. So he asked his grandson, Pepe, who also became a legend as a guitar maker, and he was a wonderful guitar player. He asked the grandson to put a date. And he told his grandson, "Put 1911. And the grandson made a mistake and wrote 1916, which made Rodriguez very upset because he said, "By 1916, I was already making far more fancy guitars, and I had already changed the plantilla and the style. This is early, this is 1911, and furthermore, you wrote it in ballpoint. And in 1911 or 1916, they didn't have ballpoint pens." So it has that discrepancy, all of which makes it more endearing to me.